Welcome to the Every Word is Gross podcast.
When you're here, you're family, which is a word that we think is pretty gross.
Now, on to the episode.
Very different.
Very
I'm
much
just checking.
so.
Wait a minute. Why aren't we talking about the reptile in the room? And that sounds like a joke or a euphemism, but it isn't.
It's not.
There's a reptile over there.
There is. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jake, did you not see? Because
No.
that has nothing to do with color.
He told me about it, and
I
then
told
Chris
him.
mentioned crickets, and then like an inside joke, and I was
Why
like,
do
I
you
don't
have that?
get it.
The Steckles are out of town.
Yeah, but we just go to their house. Are you lazy?
No, he actually prefers. Paul preferred that he dropped it off at my place.
Oh, you know why?
Yeah.
You know what? Then, because I didn't even know that was an option, it's probably because JoJo knew I'd be like, no way in hell.
Yeah. And so, so JoJo, so Paul was like, because I obviously was like, well, Phoenix would love to take care of the lizard for like a few days.
No. He will keep it.
Sure. I mean, that's besides the point. But I first thought, well, why doesn't Phoenix take care of it?
That's rude. He's 8, you know.
Yeah. How old is Liam?
10?
Okay, that's not that much different. But
Not really.
anyway, and so then he was like, well, they don't take it to their house. And so that just means that JoJo or Sarah have to take care of it and go to the house and take care of it. So he didn't necessarily want you guys to have to do
We've already
that.
done it twice.
And you've already done it. And so it was like, so he asked me.
I like the idea of sharing the wealth, but at the same time, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of
That's fair.
vibes.
That's fine.
Also, there's a lizard on your table, which again, friends, not a euphemism.
Not a euphemism.
That table, not this table.
Yeah.
Okay.
There might be one right here,
Because
too.
I was like, did someone put something on this table that I wasn't aware of?
Yeah, what's in that bag of?
Here's why.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Not why what? Why you're chewing?
Yeah, I pointed out something to my dad the other day. There's something that we've become too accustomed to, and therefore we're doing a bad job.
What is that?
Remember before we had video and we were really good at explaining to mom or whatever we called it?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You know, like you had to describe what we were
What was
doing,
going on.
especially if it was something physical or
Yeah.
just audible but no words.
We're
We're getting a little lazy with that.
Okay.
I have noticed.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Because then when you listen back to the show, every now and then there's like a bit we're doing
Yeah.
that we are not verbal about. It is
Yeah.
purely for watcher. And
For-
this is
yeah.
a podcast, not a show.
That's true.
It's not TV.
I can confirm my parents listened to our last episode while they were driving, so either
And
they were
I-
being irresponsible and
It's hard to
watching
say.
something.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
So all that to say, I was chewing those chips as loud as I could in my microphone, hoping you guys would call me out on it. And you guys just let it happen.
Well, I think that one's a little clear what's going on.
Is it though? The mystery has not been solved for
Okay,
some
well-
people.
Or maybe some people
Let's
leave
be-
it to their imaginations.
Let's be very clear.
need the
One,
exact
if you're
snack.
not watching the podcast, what are you doing? At some point, you need to watch.
Maybe
No,
driving.
You
So-
probably
Road
don't know, you
tripping.
guys, because
Yeah.
that's the thing. Another good point my dad brought up.
Yeah.
It's a podcast. Why does every podcast have to be visual now? I mean, I'm happy to do it. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be.
for the
No,
socials.
it's honestly
That's
just
why they
for the
started doing
socials.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's all,
Y'all are
honest.
ruining
Yeah.
our lives.
Yep.
But Sarah is eating popcorn.
They're pop chips.
popcorn.
popcorners.
Popcorners. Yep.
And it's
So-
the kettle corn flavor. I would say,
Yep.
as far as a chip goes, for all your chippy chip needs, that's like a
That's pretty good.
That's a solid 9 out of 10, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would get tired of them faster than
I
other
don't.
potato
I could eat an
chips.
entire bag.
I think I probably could
That's
too.
not potato.
But
I think that's rice. No,
No.
it's corn. Clearly, it's
Corn.
corn. It says popcorners.
it is. But yeah, I think
Oh
I
my
would get
god!
tired a little
Now
bit.
I get it. That took me
Too long.
a long time of eating those before I
Glad you're
But-
caught up.
put
That's
that
good.
together.
That's good.
I have a lot to tell you guys,
Really?
completely unrelated
Okay.
to the podcast. But one thing is really gross. So I feel like it was a good place to talk about it.
Great.
I don't know if I've told you guys are at my house so much that sometimes I can't remember if I've told you or not. So I hope I haven't. Because otherwise this is going to be really boring. I went to throw out something in my trash can, in my dumpster bin. And lifted the lid. And I kind of do this thing where like I'll like have it in my hand, lift the lid with the same hand and like chuck it in and drop the lid all in one go. So I like touch it, I feel like as little as possible because I open it like with the item itself and then like, you know what I mean? And in doing that, the lid closes really fast. And when it did this, something like kind of just sprayed out of the lid. And I was like, what the heck?
That's not awesome.
So I like, delicately lift the lid, and the entire inside of my trash can was like a horror movie, just sprawling with larvae.
Ew.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Ugh.
yep. And it actually made me ill to look at it. It made me sick to my stomach, and
I hate that.
and I
So-
couldn't figure out why they were like. I was like, what? My trash can was particularly stinky last week before it got picked up. And I found out because I was telling Kelsey about this today, and she's like, hey, remember earlier in the week when we threw out that rotten steak?
Oh.
Because she had bought a
that'll do it.
2-pack of steak for her
Yeah.
husband, but we only cooked one, and I
Yeah.
had one in my fridge, but
It went bad.
it took too long. So when we
Yeah.
opened it, it smelled bad. We're like, okay, let's just chuck it. But it's in a Ziploc, so I was fairly certain we had like zipped it. I don't remember tossing it. I just remember it happened. And she's like, remember when we threw out that steak? And I was like, it like just created this breeding ground infestation for maggots.
So you started out the story
Mhm.
and you said something sprayed.
So they were on the lining of the lid. So when it snapped shut, they
Oh.
literally went like this. So you guys,
Oh,
it was one of the worst
because when you
experiences
said
of my life.
said something sprayed, I immediately thought skunk.
like
like-
okay, I thought you
Oh,
thought like juice
no.
something juicy in
Like
the
a
trash.
like a skunk was in your garbage
that would
can,
be hilarious.
and then it sprayed
that would
as
be
you
a
were
funny
closing.
That would
story.
be terrible.
Yeah.
It
but
would be
also
funny, though.
weird and hilarious.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I was
that's-
just thinking
yeah.
garbage juice.
Yeah, me too. Like the gooey stuff
Yeah.
that's always in your trash
Or just,
bin,
like, weird
when it, like, leaks out of the
condensation.
bag,
Yeah.
you know? And you're like, what?
Oh.
Why are we disgusting? We are filth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gone now. My trash day was early this morning. I still have an issue even being like around my trash bin at the moment.
You guys
Yeah,
have
fair
you guys have a hose. You need to spray.
I might not though.
You need to.
I might try to swap with my neighbors. Can.
like without them knowing.
Of course. I mean, they'll know eventually. Like because those bins are registered to your home, or to whoever's name is at Waste Management. Yeah.
You should just
Whatever account you
should
have.
just
My parents has their name on it.
Does it really?
Mhm. I'm pretty
ours
sure.
are- all the ones here, they're all like a serial number.
numbers.
Hmm.
Yeah. You
Because they're
sh-
associated with your account there or
Right.
something.
let me rephrase. You should just make one of your kids spray it out.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. The kids
Mm-hmm.
who are so observant, they're going to notice if something is wriggling and writhing
No,
on
I'm
them and
saying-
then bring it into my house, and I will have to throw my child away. Is that what you want, Cameron? Is that what you want? You want me to throw my kids away?
Are
Well, I
they
won't.
are they aware
That's
that that's
good.
on the table?
I feel like
I'm
they
sure.
would be game.
I'm
They would be
actually.
like,
Yeah.
you're right. I'm trash. I mean, covered in maggots. I gotta go. It's time to go.
I could see Phoenix wanting to go on like seeing that as like a Tom Sawyer type of
Yeah, or, like,
opportunity,
Curious
a Huck-
George.
Yeah,
I give him.
That's such a Phoenix thing. Why
I-
have I not put that together?
I give him.
be like
I
Trashland. Yeah,
He's the king of trash.
I give him 37 minutes.
That's specific
yeah.
and generous, and I appreciate that. I appreciate both of those.
I
things.
almost thought 45, but I was like, no, that's too much. I don't think he'd make it.
I'd give him 3, and then he would like forget. He would realize he forgot something that he wanted to bring with him, and then he would
A
try to go back
dinosaur.
inside. Yeah,
That's fair.
It would
That's fair.
100% be a dinosaur.
Or his Pokemon cards.
Or like, I don't know, a skateboard and his favorite stick.
yeah. I was gonna say
That's him.
just a stick he found
You know,
and kept.
there's this thing I have said probably more than I love you. No, that's not true. But it's close to my children. And it is this. Put the stick down. How many times, every time we're on a walk, what do I tell you? Put the stick down. Every time. For 8 years.
Yeah.
We go on a lot of walks.
I mean, some sticks are just cool, man.
He's like, yes, freaking stick. I don't know why we buy him a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sticks.
honestly.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean,
It's true.
at my grandparents' beach place, their property on the Puget Sound, so it's a rocky beach, right? And we would
love
always
that.
walk down to the spit, and there's a bunch of driftwood along the beach.
Yeah.
And so we would go for these long walks on the beach, and in these driftwood piles, like you always find a walking stick. And so you always got to find a cool
Beechwood
walking
is
stick.
different.
That is true.
Beechwood is from the Lord.
But
Yeah.
if I'm on a walk in the woods, if I see a decent stick,
What about if you're on a walk down like Main Street? Because
there's not good
there
enough
are-
stick selection.
There are enough for Phoenix to find him because it's every time.
I
every
think
time.
you just need to teach him to be more selective with his sticks.
I don't think you can do that.
Not with
he
an
is
8-year-old.
nonpartisan
Yeah.
stick collector. Okay. Every time we find, he'll
Oh,
find little
man.
rocks. He'll be like, "Look at this, Mom." I'm like, "That's nice. You're not keeping it." What? When do I ever let you keep it?
yeah.
So is that what JoJo should say to you about any animal that you pass by?
He has no control over me.
So it would.
Someone raving? Oh, is that your washing
Is there
machine?
someone trying to escape your apartment?
It's the washing machine.
It must have a big old blankie in there, huh?
or something. It
Or
was-
tennis
I
shoes.
think
I was
Chris
gonna say
put
his
it in
washing
there.
machine.
Did he
Shoes?
put tennis shoes in the
I
washing
don't
machine
know.
while we're recording a podcast?
Tennis shoes sound
I
like
don't.
11 of shoes right there. Those are loud.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Wow.
you turn that one up to 11.
Hey, where are your kids right now? Are they around here somewhere? 'Cause that was
You're
a solid
funny.
dad joke.
You're funny.
Yeah.
No.
Like I would
you're
ever have
funny.
children.
Well,
Like, did you say ever? It's like I heard your stories.
oh
There's
man.
no way I'm hanging out with those things all
Yeah.
day. You don't have to hang out with them all day, especially if you marry someone who has like the traditional social and
That's
marital-
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can leave all day,
I
buddy.
could.
All day.
That also, there's certain problems that arise with that, I feel like.
Yes.
Hmm.
But on that note,
On that note,
Welcome to Every Word is Gross. My name is Cameron,
my name is Jake.
and my name is Sarah.
and this is a podcast about really anything, and we just
That's what it's
say
become.
it's about words that are gross.
Every word is gross, and we explain that a lot within
Yeah.
our stories, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I
think
mean, I
so.
just used the word maggot and larva.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes my skin
spray.
crawl.
Ugh.
Oh.
I don't feel good about it.
Actually, my word is
Larva.
no, but I feel like it somewhat fits. I mean, kind of, but anyway, yeah, it's fun.
I'm not sure that I've settled on a word yet.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Great.
Yeah.
Well, are
get to
you?
You're
Am I
usually the
first?
one who
You're not first.
uh
I think Jake's first.
But
Jake
am I
hasn't been
ever
first in a
going
while.
to be first?
You actually probably were first too much.
In my
when we
life?
lost track.
yeah, you've over firsted.
Yeah. So
Prove
yeah.
it.
Run the tapes.
How about you prove it?
Run it back.
I bet you can't.
I
Yeah.
could.
But
Good.
yeah,
Not
before we start, we have to do our rock scissors dynamite challenge. Oh, but Sarah,
I'm ready.
she did it.
ready.
She did a thing. for those of you listening, you will have to go watch and see what Sarah did there. All right, you ready?
Wait, right after we talked about.
Yeah,
we
but I
have to
pointed it out
explain
though.
it.
I pointed it out though. So
That feels like an exclusive, and that's okay.
yes,
Okay, okay.
It's promoting our YouTube
Okay.
to
Yeah.
make that bigger.
Go
Okay.
and watch it
So,
if
yeah.
you want to know what I did.
Absolutely.
We might just tell you later, but
We
oh
might.
well.
But anyway, rock, scissors, dynamite. Ready? Rock, scissors, dynamite. No, we go on shoot, guys.
We went on Dynamite
Did
last
you see
time.
every
Did we?
hand go like this?
There was nothing
Da-da,
synced
da-da.
about
I
that.
think we need to do on shoot.
On
Okay, ready?
shoot, okay.
Yeah. Rock, scissors, dynamite. Shoot.
Cobra.
Dang it! I went early again. What are you?
I think you automatically lose
Why?
because two scissors has to beat Cobra.
Are you sure? Two fangs.
Yeah,
One for each to fight.
but a scissor. Explain to me how a cobra wins.
Go and cut a snake. Go and do that with a pair of scissors. I bet you can't.
Okay, I went
Because
to a
you
ribbon
won't.
cutting on Friday, and those are some pretty big scissors.
Yeah, but I know
gotta
you
say,
know what you won't do? Cut a snake with some scissors.
You don't know me. You don't know how I feel about snakes.
Scissor cutting feelings.
Scissor cutting feelings.
All right.
I can be in the middle if you guys really think it would take both of the scissors to kill my cobra.
Are you like weirdly trying to reverse psychology us right now? What are you?
What's weird
what's
about
your,
it?
What's your
What's your angle?
brain?
What do you think?
What's
We've been friends way
Oh,
too long for
yeah.
you to ask me that question.
Don't mind me. I'm just waiting for us to redo. Rock, scissors, dynamite. Shoot.
I was gonna do that either way, even though I went early. So
All right.
I'm not good at this game.
Ready? Rock, scissors, dynamite. Shoot. Jake.
What is that?
Dynamite.
Oh, are you sure it's not scissors, but
Dynamite?
one? Is it one scissor? It's just one side of
the
the blade.
broken
It's a
one.
sword.
it's when you take the
I told
kitchen
you, that's
scissors
why
apart.
This
But I
has to be
you- both-
dynamite.
But
both
then
of
I
us-
confuse this
Yeah,
with rock.
that's
we'll
the
do
problem.
a proper rock. Maybe that should be rock. Let's just change the whole game.
Change it from sideways to or not. I don't know. Anyway,
Jake can lose.
Jake,
Did you
Jason,
lose?
yeah, because
That's a lose.
we both did
Yeah, because
scissors.
we did scissors.
Yeah, we both did scissors.
How does scissors beat dynamite?
you cut
We
the
cut
wick?
Oh.
Yeah,
And then for
Oh.
some reason it's unavailable.
And that just fixes things.
it did in Looney Tunes.
Besides, you haven't been in the middle
Wait a minute.
recently.
Wait, don't sit. I'm trapped.
I'm coming in.
It's the butt. so many butts. So little time.
Oh man.
No, but like really, man. What's your deal?
What's your butts deal? Hey, get your noise thing away. Get your noise thing away.
Yeah, thank you.
Jeez Louise.
You didn't like that one?
What is that? Yeah. What do you expect?
Okay, are we? Do we just need to take a pause and test?
Are you jealous?
Yeah, a little bit. I want to try them. Okay.
This is from heaven above. I'm still debating on whether that was food.
Oh, all right. Sarah brought some snacks. They're Sour Patch Kids. One of them is peach.
Yeah.
Another one is grape. And the third is tropical, which tropical I feel like is pretty standard.
Okay,
Like,
but sometimes they go a little heavy-handed on
Sure.
the, like coconut.
Yeah, I was
100%.
gonna
You know what
say
I mean?
sometimes they think they're doing too much with pina colada,
and then you're like, I'm eating a weird cloud thing.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
Mhm.
yeah,
that one was
okay.
good.
So, Sarah, which ones did you, what did you think of them
I will say,
for tropical?
I like tropical fruit the best.
Yeah.
I don't like tropical candy the best.
It's not bad.
That's up there though. That's
Okay.
decent.
Okay.
This was just horrendous.
Which you're referring
I'll
to.
probably eat another one.
I feel like
You're referring to
Yeah.
the grape one.
yeah.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna do it again.
that's like I was gonna say.
like I
I
wasn't prepared.
feel like they smell strong. I can smell them from here.
Those ones did. This one, I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about it.
But also, you
I'm gonna eat
going,
it one grape at a time.
you going. I hate it. I'm gonna eat it again. Is like the cousin of. Ooh, this smells terrible. You smell it.
You smell it.
I do that. I'm
Oh,
like,
you
smell
taste
that.
it. Yeah.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
my
Okay.
big thing
Okay.
is
getting in
because
here.
I'm tactile.
All right, we're trying the peach one.
So like touching certain fabrics when we're shopping, I'm like, ugh,
Mm-hmm.
that's horrible. Touch it. You have to touch it. You know.
So the peach just reminds me of peach rings.
Yeah, but better because it's Sour Patch Kids.
I actually think you get more peach ring than Sour Patch Kid.
I think I like the smaller package better though.
Yeah.
I don't like having to shove a whole ring
You
in
know
my
how a
face. Or
peach ring has two textures, though?
yes.
This left out the bad one.
Yeah.
And I know you all know what I'm talking about. The other, it's not bad, but there's one that's superior
Yeah.
to the other. This has none of that. I
Yeah.
think it's the texture of a Sour Patch Kid with the flavor of a peach ring. How can you go wrong? You're not gonna like that. I
All
don't.
right. Grape. Here comes grape.
Honestly, I feel like it could be grapier. That word was so good. It was bad. Isn't it not grape? It's not grape, is it?
Yeah, it's like the worst part of the grape flavor.
It really is.
I'm really just distracted by mine and Jake's chewing right now.
It
but
was kind of like moist.
Yeah.
It was a little.
That was like- it was a little-
You know what, fellas?
I heard it in my
Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats. Okay, try these puppies over
Are
here.
they
I don't know what
different?
the purple is on fruit.
I was
There's
gonna say,
Yeah.
are they different
Yeah.
flavors?
passion fruit, tropical twist, whatever that means, pineapple.
I want the pineapple one.
None of these are flavors. Okay, passion fruit and pineapple are the only fruit ones. The other one is paradise punch.
I want the pineapple one.
Well, just try them all. I'm sure it's that clear one. It's pineapple.
If
Oh,
this
sorry
is
about the sugar on your table.
if this is coconut,
It's not. It says pineapple.
Pineapple? Pineapple's not
Oh.
that color.
That like, this is very
Oh.
pineapple-y.
That is
Actually,
very pineapple.
wow. It's a gummy pineapple, which I don't know if I like.
Well, have you ever had like crystallized the dried pineapple? That's like kind of crystallized.
No,
'Cause
I don't
that
think
one.
I don't think I have.
That kind of tastes like that. That was good. Except again, better texture because those ones because it's still very fibrous.
Oddly enough, for me, it's too much like pineapple.
I was gonna say it's
Oh, shut up.
It's
No.
throwing me off, I think, because it's like dry pineapple. Like
Well,
you bite into a chunk of
just said
pineapple and
that.
it's like
Right,
juicy.
the crystallized one.
It tastes like that dried, like a. Oh, okay.
But it's
Go
so like in cinematography, there's the uncanny valley. So you know it looks nothing like humans, and then it slowly gets there. But then there's a moment where you get kind of close to human,
Do
but
you the orange?
it just is so off. You can just tell, and it's so close that it's bad. Like Polar Express, like
that's gross.
Uncanny Valley, like that's right there.
Yeah.
I think that's what
This
I'm.
is candy. It should taste like food, and that shouldn't bother you.
But it
Let's
does.
be less judgmental about
It's
our
the-
food tasting like food.
It's the Uncanny Valley. It's there but not there, and it's throwing me off.
You need to try another flavor.
I will.
I would say the orange are good because that's the tropical one. It has that like orange Julius slight vibe.
Mm-hmm.
The purple was passion fruit. That one's intense.
Whoa, that is intense.
That's an intense one.
But a better purple candy than those
A
stupid
way
grape.
better purple candy.
Orange was passion fruit.
No, orange is tropical twist, which I think is like orange flavored.
No,
This one's passion fruit,
Okay.
and it's scary. Sorry about making a mess.
that's
on your-
okay.
I
That's
just
fine.
like how the representation of tropical foods, it's like either it's pineapple or it's passion fruit or it's a weird fruit cocktail.
Or
And they
it's a
don't eat
twist.
anything else down
a
there.
splash.
I don't like the purple. I don't.
The
like,
purple's weird.
I don't like it.
Let me see again.
I need. Where's
It's not-
is this red
Yeah, do pink one. That one is
or pink?
Parad-
Is this-
Paradise Punch.
Paradise Punch.
Ooh, yeah, the purple. Now that I've had it again, it's like perfume.
Yeah,
It's like fruity perfume.
that's an
Like
interesting
it's
way.
a Bath and Body Works
Yeah.
lotion.
I also don't like the punch, the Paradise
See,
Punch.
I
don't
feel
like
like
that one.
tropical flavor candy is just not the thing. Am I right?
The pineapple was eerily so similar that it's just weird to me. The other one was fine.
You might be on drugs, but so this is gross. But look at the back on the wrapper. They have a strawberry one.
Ew, the straws.
I'm gonna find it because you know the red in the
gonna
normal
find it.
package is cherry, which is
Right.
great. But
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a fun detour. You know.
Yeah.
Jake, do
Maybe
you
that
want to
should be
share your
our-
word?
Our Patreon content.
Wait, isn't it my
This
turn?
Snack reviews.
No, you're not first this time.
How can you even be sure? I haven't been first in a really long time. At least
An episode?
maybe 2.
Maybe 2. I don't know. But I do know my word is gleek. Real bad word.
Also, a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
That makes you a total a-hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
My brother used to do that at me.
Intentionally?
Yeah, like a
I
frickin'
can't do
llama.
it purposely.
I'll never forget it.
I think my dad can do that intentionally, like on command. I think he can do it. I cannot. I don't know.
Maybe you have too nice of teeth. Because it has to like go through this little space in your teeth.
Well, I thought it's just like,
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's how they spit is what I mean. Like they're like
oh,
pushing.
like that's the
Like
way they
the- the-
propel it out of
action.
their
Yeah,
mouth.
and that's
Like
how it
the
becomes-
llama does?
No, a person. Like if you're doing it, in order to get it be like such a sharp stream, like a quick thing, like rather than just spitting and spraying, you're like the action you're doing. Am I in the microphone enough? Sorry. The action that you're doing is like you're kind of pushing it with your tongue through your almost closed teeth.
I mean, I get that, but whenever I do it accidentally, because that's the only way I can do it, like my mouth and tongue, like my mouth is open, my tongue is up. So
Yeah.
I don't get how they can. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't even know if my tongue's necessarily up when I'm doing it. It just seems like there's
When are you
certain
doing it?
foods. There are certain foods that make me like salt and vinegar chips. Well, it'll happen.
Don't blame the most perfect chip in the world on your
I'm not blaming it.
Problems.
I'm not. I'm not. Also,
I don't think that's true.
I'd
I think
have
you
to
are.
say the Ruffles All Dressed is up there with most perfect chip. It's all I'm just saying.
I'm not sure I know
on
what
your,
that is.
on your next trip to Canada.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what
Wait,
kind of
you
ruffle?
did tell us this.
What kind of ruffle?
All Dressed is the name of it.
Oh,
They have
that's right.
it at Safeway right now in the
No.
Tim's chips.
No, they
Oh.
don't.
They do. I was just there.
Really?
Uh-huh. Go try some all dressed chips.
I might forget about it after today.
I'll remind you.
Apologies for my laundry room.
Is he washing a bowling ball up there? Jeez Louise.
I don't know.
Luis is not up there. He usually washes
I said
his clothes
Louise.
at my house.
Louise.
But that's
like
what.
the woman's name.
Yes.
Yeah, Gleek. I'm so distracted right now. Gleek is horrible. It's not
terrible.
a good. It's not a good word.
It's a word that for a bodily function that makes it sound like the thing is worse than I feel like it actually is.
No,
I think so.
it's still horrible.
It's pretty bad. It's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it. I can't put my finger on it, but it's bad. It's not good. It's
no
bad.
bueno.
In San Diego, my husband and I taught a singing class with a friend of ours at some different elementary schools in La Jolla and Bird Rock and places like that.
Mhm.
And it was right around the time when Glee was, I think they were more
Popular.
finishing, but
Yeah.
it was popular though. And so singing groups like that and a cappella groups were like really popular at schools.
Mhm.
And because it was Glee, but you can't just like take a name that has probably now been trademarked, weirdly enough, as there have been Glee clubs forever.
Yeah.
Probably.
This particular club was called Gleeks because they were like geeks, you know, Glee geeks, Gleeks. I didn't like it. I didn't approve.
No.
That's fair.
And actually, I got
fair.
somewhat kicked out of teaching it by my husband and my friend because, she approached me and said, "Sarah, I don't really think you like children." And I said, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, the minute they come into the room, you're just crossing your arms and scowling." And I went,
Honestly,
"You're right. I'll be down the street at a coffee shop.
yeah.
Catch you later."
Honestly,
Nice.
that's not shocking.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
I would
can
be
see
like
that
be really,
clearly.
really nice, hanging out, and then the kids would come in the room, and I'm over it. And then they were all like, I was like, "You better not talk to me, even though you're here so I can teach you something." So
Okay, mental
Gleek is a dumb word.
mental note: don't let Sarah be a teacher.
Don't
Got it.
let Sarah watch your children.
Yep.
I would never agree to. So there's that.
That's fair.
I'm just I'm having a time.
You should have stayed in the middle.
You deserve to be in the middle, and you know it.
Where, I just can't tell where this is coming.
It's because you got the coiled cord.
It's not my fault. I always think it's yours, anyways.
It's not.
There you go.
It's literally not.
There
Are
you
you
go.
sure?
You're still tangled.
Well, yeah,
Tangled
but
but
that,
lower.
but that's gonna happen.
Those
So-
that looks like that because JoJo's not in the room.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gleek is. It's a weird. I don't like the EE going into the K. That's weird. Like Glee,
The L with the K is what gets it for me.
Gleek. Yeah.
Or just the GL combo.
Is it Gleek or
Gleek.
Gleeks?
Because it's very
No,
glottal.
Gleek. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Gleek. Yeah.
It's not.
It's like way in the
It's
back
what?
of your throat. Glottal.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pick that word? Ew.
Maybe it's coming up next. I didn't think of it. We
Yeah.
talked
Is
about
Is that a word? That's a real word.
Uh-huh.
Glottal.
Yeah. Because your glottis is like a
Wait,
part of your
you've
throat.
heard of that?
Yeah. Glottal. Yeah.
Were you never in choir?
It's
No.
I
Oh.
wasn't either, but it's a type. It's also, I think, a pronunciation sound. Like
Well, it's a part of your throat.
Right.
And so it's a way of
But I also-
producing sound.
But I also
as
think
particular.
like it is used. Yeah, it's a part of your body, but it's also used as like a noun or a verb or something. Like to glottal, like is a
Well, that would be an adjective, but yeah.
yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. So anyway,
What?
Yeah,
To glottal would be an adjective.
No. A glottal something. It's
Oh.
not used as a verb, it's used
I
as an
see-
adjective.
I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
so
So it would be like a glottal shriek.
When I
Like
was in
it's-
choir, we talked about glottal stops when you were saying like oh, and then you just close it off.
Oh, that has a name.
yeah.
Mhm.
mhm.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just like good at singing. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a-
Well, you know what I was talking about,
Yeah.
so obviously you did it,
no,
and
I
that's a bad singing thing. So,
I didn't because when you said it, I totally thought you were like just blowing smoke up our butts. So.
No, glottal is a real thing.
What made it seem even more fake was the fact that he knew what it was.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna
Don't
leave,
leave.
now.
You're
I'm
like,
just gonna.
don't.
I'm
I
just
love
gonna-
you.
You're just
don't.
dunking on your own team now for no reason.
You guys, I love you. I
that's
spend
fair.
way too much time with you.
Yeah, Gleek is bad. Yeah, for me, I think it's the EEK at the end.
Eek. Yeah.
Eek is just yeah, it's just wrong. Yeah.
That to me was always like the fakest way,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
reading scripts or books or something
yeah.
for someone to eek.
yeah.
Get real.
Who
That's
actually
what I send when
yeah.
I'm really excited. So like when Maddie sent me a photo of her baby or something,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
like
I go,
that's a happy screech.
yeah, it's like it's like this. It's not like
But you can leave
Frightened.
off the K in that
I
situation.
do sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends,
Yeah.
but you can't in the word glee.
Gotta do it.
No, it's wrong.
I just felt like if you gleek, you are just like such a lowbrow person. Like
Yeah.
you're for
Well,
sure.
on purpose, you mean? Because like we do, like obviously we've already said we
Yeah.
do it on accident. We don't mean to do it. It just happens.
Even when you don't
That
mean
must be a
to,
man thing.
I think it's just an
You've
uncouth
never
thing
done
to do.
You've
I
never
really
accidentally.
don't think so. Like even when you're like, oh, sometimes I've done that, and when I've done it, I'm like, what? I didn't realize that this could be an involuntary thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh? Maybe it is just a guy
like
thing.
I've
I don't know.
spit, but it hasn't been specifically like the gleek. Like I wouldn't have classified it as that.
I think there are times when I like am eating. Generally, I think it's around eating, but
Yeah.
I've opened my mouth
Gross.
and it just
Mhm.
just gleek. It's just straight. Yeah. I don't know. Yes,
I don't know, man.
Close your
I
mouth,
think-
you animals,
I'm
How
describing.
am I supposed to eat?
I'm
with your
describing.
mouth closed.
I don't have a tracheotomy. I don't have the tube.
But you've got a glada.
I'm describing. This happened to you, right? Like
Yeah.
the exact same way that
Yeah,
I'm describing.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sarah's the weird one.
Yeah, you're the weirdo.
Am I? Because
Yeah.
I'm
No.
not over here spitting.
It's
Like-
Spitting is different.
It's gleeking.
Spitting is different.
Indoor
We're-
llama.
We're not spitting. We're gleeking. Very different. Very
yeah,
different.
it's,
Is it?
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it is. It's yeah.
It's still nasty. Is
It
what
is nasty.
We're not saying it's not gross.
Yeah.
Clearly, it is, or it wouldn't be on the show.
We're just saying
Clearly.
you're weird for not doing it.
By definition,
Yeah.
you're the weirdo.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go with that.
So how would you rate the thing that you've never done?
Gosh, that makes me sound like I'm lame.
That's what we're going
What?
for.
You've never even gleeked?
Yeah.
Where have you been, man?
It's
Saturn?
weird. How would you rate it?
That was sour sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I would rate it. Watch me just do it right now. First time ever, guys. Gleek. It really grosses me out. I want to give it a vial because I have really bad memories with that. Just because I told my
Your
brother
brother.
would do it
Yeah.
on purpose. and
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can still see it because I swear to you, he would do it and there was like food in his mouth. So it's not like it
Yeah.
was just spit.
Yeah.
It's very.
No, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah, it was rude.
It's a vial.
I think it is vile.
Hmm.
Gleeking isn't quite as bad as some other things you could do, I guess. But
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Go
leave that there for another story.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say disgusting. I don't think it quite hits vile for me. But it's not good. It's not good at all. It's
Yeah.
it's bad. It's bad. Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's
it looks like you're totally ignoring us right now, but I know you're just writing stuff down.
yeah, right.
yeah.
Stuff. I
It's
forgot
like,
my notepads today.
I'm just watching the game, y'all.
Yeah.
Tell me when it's my turn.
I'm just watching the Olympics, guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry
No,
about it.
he isn't. That's boring.
Yeah, vile, vile for me. And this is the other thing that I just thought of. If we were like eating and we accidentally do it, it can kind of go like, "Oh man, I gleeked," and then it reminds me of
Yeah.
like the squid
Yeah.
from Finding Nemo.
Guys,
Aw,
you made me
you
ink.
made me ink.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like
These
that.
snacks made me gleek.
Oh.
That's gross.
That is gross.
Ew.
Sarah, do you know what time it is?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
So you almost made me want to change my word. And then I wasn't going to. And then I saw a different word, and I'll go with that one instead.
You didn't know what your word was anyway.
You know what? I was checking. And
No,
you're right,
I
didn't.
saw when you were still in the middle. I saw that you checked and then you put your phone down, and then that's when.
I've done it several times.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to go with. None of them seem like gold to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the word coin.
Coin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I never thought about it that much before,
No, it's gross.
but there's something about that oin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's-
guess
it's the
that is
oin.
one of the worst parts about the word like ointment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although the oint with the kind of makes like you go ointment, like that's terrible on its own level. Coin.
It's very bouncy
Coin.
ointment. Yeah.
coin. I
Mhm.
don't like coin.
Mm-mm.
I don't like carrying coins.
no.
Nope.
Wow, that feels hard to say with an S. on it.
Coins.
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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. You really got to swim through the end to get to the
I
S.
don't like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got to swim through that end.
And I'm not willing to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like when I focus on how that word sounds, I can like smell how like a dirty
Oh, yeah.
handful of change smells. You know that smell?
Not the coins, but the hand full of coins.
Yeah.
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 Uh huh.
Yeah.
Ew. Yeah.
Um,
That's gross.
No,
guys.
that is gross. That reminds me of the Hunger Games. You guys read those? Watched those?
Oh yeah.
President Coin.
President Coin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. She wasn't.
And she was a bee.
yeah. She wasn't great. She wasn't a good
Not
one.
my
Wasn't
favorite.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Not
So
my
I
favorite.
think she embodies that name and that word very
Yeah.
well. Coin.
Hey, Prez Coin.
President Coin. Yeah.
Get out of
Mm-mm.
here. Huh?
Nope. Not good.
Maybe you should be, I
Not
don't know.
good. Yeah.
Accidentally killed.
It definitely fits that same vibe of ointment. Like, yeah, it's just, that's a weird
Coin.
syllable.
It's so short too,
Mhm.
but it's offensive enough.
It carries a lot in the four
Yeah.
letters.
Coin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, but that is actually a band I do like. Have you guys
I was
ever
gonna
heard Coin?
say, yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's
Listen
a
to
plus
coin.
for coin.
I might have heard it. I don't remember.
For you, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
who
don't worry,
knows?
I will send you some coin.
Great. Cool.
Yeah, that lately they'll like come on to I've in the past like maybe like one or two songs of them, and so they bring them on a lot when I like smart
Yeah.
shuffle my playlist,
mm-hmm.
and I'm always like, oh, I like this. Who is this? And I swear, almost every time it's coin.
Yeah.
I'm like, no way.
It's a really good like start radio from this song.
Ah,
It's a killer.
They're-
It's a killer vibe.
Okay.
They just I wouldn't say like every song is gonna be your favorite song, but every song's at least a bop. Like
That's good.
every song's
Yeah.
worth listening to.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
That's good. Nice.
I mean, it might not change your life, but it'll make your day better.
That's good.
So
That's good. Always looking
Which
for that.
ultimately
In a
could
way.
change your life one at
A
a
little
time.
bit at a time.
One day at a time.
Can I just point out that this squirrel from your magazine days
Mm-hmm.
on your water bottle
Yep.
looks like he's smelling that magazine, and
It kind of does look like that.
He's not
and
looking.
that seems wrong.
Hey,
to
maybe
me.
there was a scratch and sniff article. You don't know.
those were the perfume articles and magazines growing up
Oh.
were my favorite. They never smelled good.
No.
But I was just like always like just hoping
Mm-hmm.
that you know when you like would rub them.
Yeah.
Did you ever? You probably didn't.
I didn't ever
But
rub
we'd like
it.
rub,
No.
try to get some of it on you. No, okay. You didn't spend a lot of time in hair salons.
No, my mom also gets headaches from perfumes and smells, so that just was never around.
You know, it's
Yeah.
those type of people in the world.
That what are you gonna finish that, Sarah? You've met my mom.
I actually really like your parents.
Yeah, they're
but,
fun.
I grew up in a household that smells are a thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Like
hear you.
perfumes, spray, scent. My mom has a very sensitive nose to bad smells.
So
So
she
our
has
house
to
had
spray.
to
Yeah.
smell good.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now her house to me does not smell good. It smells like maple pecan pancakes, which is good when you're eating that. When it's like on items,
Does it get that
from
like
a year
kind
ago,
of sickly sweet
it makes
sort of
you
thing?
a little bit ill.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
and then when you leave, you smell like that, and you're like,
Mm.
it's a little
That's fair.
unsavory. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming.
You don't want to eat pancakes for every meal.
no,
That's
No.
just
Oh,
just most
unreasonable.
of them. So when I was a kid, my stepdad had vending machines, and
Like
then
he owned them, and you
yeah,
have to
around
go. Yeah,
places, mostly
Yeah.
at like airports, because he's a
Mhm.
pilot, so
Mhm.
that's where he had it. And like,
makes sense.
anyways, then he would come home every now and then with like these massive bags of,
Of
coins,
yeah.
and then
Mhm.
we would have to roll them.
So
and
it's
also sort them. He was a coin
Right.
collector. I don't know if he still
Mhm.
does.
Oh,
I want to believe he is, because
Yeah.
if he got rid of all that stuff I put effort into finding, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be PO'd.
Yep.
PO'd.
yeah, no.
P freaking O'd, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because we not only had to do like all 50 states, but you had to do all 50 from the D and the P, because they're from different parts. They're released in different parts of the continent, country, whatever.
Country, but also I think that's different mints.
Yes.
I think,
And then we had to
yeah.
do like all the different specialty ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many random
Lots of
things.
them.
Now I don't think there are I don't know how many coins are in my house, but there aren't a lot.
No.
And I certainly don't own any.
No.
I don't
know-
own any coins.
You know
Isn't
how
that
many
weird?
coins are in my house? This
At
many.
least a handful.
Just a handful.
I think I have
That's
a.
really all you need.
I think I have a jar
Yeah.
up in my room that like, but it's like maybe 10% full.
Yeah.
Like I think at one point it was fuller, but when I lived at my apartment for a while, the laundry machines were only
That makes
coin
sense.
operated. So
Yeah.
I would buy them, but then
I'm sorry, I didn't
Shut
know it wasn't
up.
how
silent.
dare you? But I would buy the coins or exchange cash for coins, but then at some point they switched to being able to do it through an app. So that was nice.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I've
It
never
was
heard
actually it was actually pretty convenient. So
that. When we lived in San Diego,
uh-huh.
JoJo would still get lots. I mean, he was just gigging, so pretty much half our income was in cash, because he would
Sure.
get that
Yep.
much in tips, right?
Yep.
And then coins and everything.
Mhm.
The cash he would usually deposit, but
Yeah.
all the coins he would just like put in this big old apothecary jar we had from our wedding.
Oh yeah.
So it was big, glass jar with the lid. And I had done this big, huge painting of like half of his face in like all these crazy colors and hung it above our dresser. And I put it up with command strips. It was really big and it was on a piece of wood. And I used a lot of command strips because they can only hold up to a certain amount of pounds, right? They did not hold after a while. And it was like
Great.
the middle of the night.
Oh.
And we're in bed and I'm about to fall asleep. And in the dark, I just hear, and I'm just like, what could this be?
Command
What
strips
is that? The
ripping
command
off.
strips were coming
Velcroing
off.
off.
it fell directly onto this glass jar of coins, which was like at least 1.5 feet deep
Oh,
of
no.
coins
Oh,
at this
gosh.
point.
Oh no.
Shatters the jar, and in the dark too, after the big thump. Then for like a good solid 5-7 minutes, it's raining coins. Like I can hear just falling off the dresser all over the floor,
Oh.
intermixing with glass.
Oh man.
And we're just laying there.
Welcome to adulting and married life,
That's-
everyone.
We were just like,
Yep. Nope.
That's
we're,
one of
we're
those
not
like
getting
Leave
up.
it.
this is a problem for future me.
it was literally one of those things where it's just like, I don't even care anymore. Just leave it. We'll work around it.
We'll step around the
We'll just
broken
step-
glass.
I was like, we better pick that up before our 1-year-old gets up. Huh?
Well, yes.
And we were all like on mattresses on the floor at that time because that was just our vibe, you know, beach Cali
Yeah.
young couple vibe.
Absolutely.
And she would just crawl out off her little mattress in her room and come into ours in the morning. So we're like, well, we better get that taken care of. I just remember like just laying there, like staring up at the ceiling. He's staring up at the ceiling and just ching, 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 ching. The coin sound was endless. We're just like,
I hadn't heard that story. That was a good one.
That's
It
crazy
is-
that it would go that long. Like I
it was
understand why
so
it would
much-
happen,
I think
but
too because like the painting was still half falling at that point.
Oh, so
stuff
it was
was
still, like, slowly
stuff was
falling off
still,
the
like
wall.
being knocked off.
yeah.
That I think it was enough to just continuously push random coins, you know? So it was like a ton at first, it felt like, but then it just like kept going. And we're just like, like, I'm not, you getting it? I'm not getting it. Are you getting it?
Oh my goodness.
So that's a lot of coin stories,
There's a lot of coin stories.
which makes
yeah.
coin
Stories.
sound a little bit cooler.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Fond
It's-
memories.
There's some, yeah.
Never really convenient though.
No.
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 If I was to rate coin,
I also don't like that it's interchangeable with the word change. You know?
You don't like that?
No.
You don't
It is
like
a
it
little
that you can
weird.
change it up?
No.
it is a little weird. I'm gonna give it a pretty gross. I think ointment is a far worse word
With an oin.
with an
It's
oin.
It's
Yeah.
the worst of the oins.
I think so. Even oink.
There might be.
Um,
there might
I
be
told you,
worse.
ointment was so much worse than moist.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
That was like
Early on.
when we began this, but this was like back in high school days where
Oh, yeah.
everyone was up with the whole moist thing.
Mhm.
My sister pointed out to me, she's like, ointment's worse than moist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you're right. Now get out.
Yeah. No.
Take
pretty
your
gross.
moist ointment and leave. Yeah, pretty gross. I agree.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
not shocking,
No.
you know?
And I think it is one of those ones I think you do have to like think about it for it to be gross.
It's
You wouldn't just be like, oh,
yeah.
do you have any coins? But then like if you went coins.
It's one to get stuck on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could, I feel like it's one of those words that you just trip over one day but not another.
hmm
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty gross
As
word.
you're sitting there rolling
Yeah.
your
Your coins.
99th
Coins.
penny.
Coins.
At some point, I think it also could be one of the words that, when you're reading it or spelling it, you're like, has that always been spelled
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
way?
Is
Is it always
it could.
like that?
It could be. I don't think it's the first
It
one
is.
that I would go to, but eventually
Yeah.
you go, wait, is that right? I don't know.
Thankfully, it is becoming somewhat obsolete. So
Yeah.
that's the other. It's a
Little bit.
benign word at that point.
Yeah.
It can't hurt us anymore. It can't.
No.
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 What do you rate it, Sarah?
Same.
Same,
Probably
pretty
pretty
gross.
gross. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was thinking about there was a period in like high school and the year like post high school, so like 17, 18 years, not
Okay. Gotcha.
years old, not the
I hear ya.
year,
Okay.
not 2017.
I
I was
mean,
like, oh,
No, I
That,
I
that was my post high school
definitely-
year.
my math isn't. My math isn't mathing. So you know.
That was his post.
That was my post-high
yeah,
school
I
year.
know.
Yeah.
Shut
Ooh,
up. I
okay.
heard.
It's
I
fine.
heard.
It's fine.
Shut up.
It reminded me. I was I had a 2-year-old and a almost 4-year-old at that point.
That sucks for you.
Does it?
yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, wait.
Don't make
Bad
it. Don't.
place
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that I had this little bit with coins though. That's funny. And Bitcoin.
Huh.
Joke.
Huh.
There's a joke there.
Mhm.
Where I used to ask, I would go up to people and just ask them for nickels.
Oh. Just nickels.
Yeah, like they would be like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I got like a quarter though," and I'm like, "No, you swine! Like I asked for a nickel." I don't know why. I just thought it would be funny.
You would ask for 5.
Well, because I
don't
also
know.
was thinking like how many people carry nickels? That's like the most
No one.
obscure
I don't think anyone would
piece of
knowingly
change.
carry a nickel.
Yeah,
Not
Most
like
are
I
most
would get
personally.
rid of a nickel before I'd get rid of a penny.
you get rid of it.
Like I'd be like, "Yeah, you can have it. It's fine." I'd just like
Yeah,
something about a
I can
nickel
see
is
it.
so bothersome to me.
it's mid. That's why.
My least favorite coin.
Dime is probably the next up for me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
actually, I agree. It goes quarter, penny, dime, nickel.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It really does. It really
then,
does.
then actually underneath nickel though might be like, I don't know, the $50. Because I don't
the
want the
Sacagawea.
silver doll. I don't like those ones.
I mean, I get that, but I would probably rank that higher.
Only because it's worth more. You
Right.
Just
No,
cheap.
I would. But below that would probably be like a Canadian penny. Like I would.
No, I would hang on to those more.
No.
Was
I
that called
don't
a
think
hay
so.
penny?
I
A hay
maybe.
penny?
I don't know what a
I
hay
know.
penny
I know.
is. I just
No, I think that is some form of currency. I don't
my
know if it's a
cousins growing
Canadian
up
one.
thought that nickels were worth more because they were bigger. So they'd be like, "I'll trade you 1 money for 2 monies," and they'd give me 2 dimes for my nickel. I'm like, "Yes."
Mm-hmm.
And that's when my life of crime started.
Oh,
Yeah.
great, cool.
Actually, that's not
good.
true. It was much before.
Much earlier.
Much earlier.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, I'm glad we all agree about the ranking of change.
Yeah.
Yep.
That all coins are not created equal.
No.
No, they're
absolutely
not.
not.
Not at all.
Which is just an actuality because, you know what I mean? Because they are worth different.
Different amounts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go now.
Okay. My word. I think this kind of relates to your beginning story with the garbage can, but yeah.
I'm not excited
We'll see.
then.
Smear.
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
Why did he go last? We should have kicked him out.
God.
He's been sitting on that one.
I have been sitting it.
Sitting on a smear.
Write it down, band name. He can have it.
No. You have to take it.
Oh,
That is your
I'm
band
sad.
name.
But
He
yeah.
also sits when he plays music, so that works.
That's true.
Hey, Cam, you sitting on a smear over there?
This is not.
This has so much potential.
It does, and I'm afraid now. Yeah, no, it. Yeah, I looked at my list and I looked at the next word and I was like, oh yeah,
You're
this
right.
is
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
It's
Oh
like-
yeah.
It's like not related, but I will say this. It evokes the same feelings
No,
because
yeah.
I only think of poop.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't because I don't even think the other thing you would smear would it's never delicate, first of all.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
Smear on something, but like schmear is what you put on bagels, right? You don't call it smear.
No.
No.
That's not a thing.
No.
If you try to smear something on my bagel, I'm throwing it in the trash
Well,
where it belongs.
Yeah, and so it's a more aggressive spread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like a spread, you could spread it around. Smear is like
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
A
you're
way
right.
more aggressive form of
Yeah.
spread.
Or just like low brow, like
Yeah.
just no intentionality.
smear it on there.
Just slap it and smear it on there.
I want to say I hadn't thought about it, but do you smear someone's reputation?
You can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I think that's a
that-
common
I think
phrase.
That wants
Yeah.
you to evoke like poop
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and like just
Yeah.
it's been ruined. It's been sullied.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's so indelicate.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
which is weird because I'm like, okay, the other bit of it is like it's ear, like what you used to hear. That doesn't sound indelicate.
No.
Sear, like cooking, like none of that's indelicate.
Smear.
Smear. Suddenly, I'm like, you
The M.
hillbilly heathen who
It's
has
the M.
mittens for hands.
It's the M. The M is just.
I
it
expect
just
if
is wrong.
you smear something, I expect you to drop everything you've ever held. Like you're just not a true human
Yeah.
being.
It's like have some tact.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. No, but smear. Yeah. You. I don't think anyone can say that smearing something.
Smearing so much worse.
It is. But
What are you doing today? Smearing.
yeah. I don't think anyone can actually say that they smeared something well.
The only time I think of like everyday kind of smearing is like, oh, did I smear my mascara? Again, you ruined it.
But
Yeah.
To
no,
smear something is not to create something nice. You're like
Well,
ruining
it's
it.
it's like it's like it gets spread around, but not in
where you didn't
not-
want it.
Yeah, like that wasn't the intention of
Like
it.
to spread, it could be
Yeah.
a spread.
You meant
a less
to
spread.
get that thing across the plane of wherever it was, you know.
So, on that note, think about this. You know how when we gather and we have feast and we go like, look at this spread. If you don't like it, you could kind of like
Look at
low
this-
key insult and be like, look at the smear.
Smear.
Ugh.
But again, I don't.
Everything's just
I think
smeared on the counter.
I don't think anyone would hear you say that and go, "Oh, thank you."
She means a nice
yeah,
thing.
I don't
Hey,
think
I like how you
That's-
just smeared that on there.
That's immediate furrowed brow. Like,
That's
what do you
immediate,
mean?
Like,
Like,
excuse me.
What are you talking about?
So honestly, smear, I don't think there is any positive way
It's an aggressive,
to use that
unkind
word. Yeah.
word.
No, it's
positive
not.
spin.
It'd be like, oh hey,
Mm-hmm.
I like how you just
I like how you smeared. I like how you smeared that makeup on.
You look great.
Yeah. Like
You're
it's
like,
not.
okay.
Yeah.
Or I think like
So
just
I look like the Joker.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I just
thank
think
you.
like a war paint sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like he took the blood of his enemies
smeared
and
it on
smeared it
his
across his
eyes.
face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Which,
the
by
that's
the
the best
way,
you get with smear.
That's very unsanitary.
That is one of the problems with that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
At least.
I don't think you can smear something and not have it be unsanitary.
Yeah. There was a girl. I don't want to name names because I've recently come in contact with a lot more high school people, and I don't know who. I just don't want to name names. But
Okay.
there was a girl in high school. No, sorry, that would be worse somehow. So much worse. Not in high school. There was a girl I grew up with in school,
Gotcha.
and I did walk into the bathroom
Oh no.
one time, and she may have been smearing something on the wall.
Oh.
Her own.
Yeah.
Mm.
It would be worse if it
Or
was
why?
someone else's.
That's the first.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm
Yeah.
just
I
saying.
I mean, maybe.
I'm just
What if
saying.
she's trying to get off her hands? Oh my God. Have you guys seen Dumb and Dumber?
No.
No.
Okay.
I can't stand
There's-
those movies.
The scene.
So he's at
That's
this
actually
girl's house.
that's actually surprising to me.
That does
Really?
surprise me.
A little.
Yeah.
Well.
But we'll get back to
yeah.
that. right?
Anyway. Yeah.
He has a chocolate bar in his pocket to bring to this girl, and then he's in her room and like sits on her radiator, and so his butt gets burnt, and so he's like, I need to use your bathroom, and she thinks he just has to like poop super bad or something,
Sure.
and she's like, oh, it's down the hall, like go ahead. So he's running because his butt's on fire, and he's like, ow, ow, ow. And when he gets into the bathroom and he pulls his hands like this, the chocolate's all
It's
over his hands. And he's
melted.
like, no, I couldn't. and he's like, no, how did I do this? And he's trying to get it off, and he ends up like
Smearing it.
all over the
Uh-huh.
whole bathroom. But no one else knows this isn't poop.
Right.
So the dad walks in later, and he's like, and it's one of those things.
I wonder if in the script of Dumb and Dumber they used the word and he smears
smeared
it,
it.
all over the
I bet.
bathroom.
He did.
Yeah.
I bet.
I bet. Mm-hmm.
Because again, that's when you know exactly what's
Are
happening.
you supposed to just say bet?
Not I bet. It's just.
No,
Bet.
to say just bet means something different.
Well, you need to learn grammar then, or the world.
Okay.
I just hit your shoe,
Yeah.
And it went right into my mouth.
Talk about unsanitary.
That I'm gonna die.
I don't know where my shoes have been.
Why not? They're yours.
Someone might be wearing them while I'm sleeping. Who knows?
That would be the weirdest
That'd be
like
super weird.
prank. Like I just go in and I just wear your shoes. You're like, these are feeling
Why
like
do my shoes get worn out so fast?
and you're like the impressions.
Didn't you say that
feel
happens
strange.
to JoJo? He wears shoes out real fast. Maybe someone's stealing his shoes in the middle of the
does.
night.
I don't know. I don't know. It
Gee,
might be him.
does he just
He's
wear-
out in the middle of the night now. He's out
That's
till 4
true,
last
yeah.
night.
He probably, when he walks, he probably smears the bottom of his
You're
the
just-
shoes.
He just smears them on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
You're making a meal out of this
I
one.
I
don't
am.
really
I'm
wanna-
trying. I'm trying real hard.
Can I rate that word? Is it my turn to
No,
rate?
it's Jake's
I rate.
first. Yeah.
I never get to do anything first.
Vile, for
Okay.
sure.
Yep, that's
For
fair.
sure.
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Just sorry. Sorry, I had to read over your shoulder. I was just reading the title. I liked it.
It's fair.
I'm gonna rate that barf sound actually because
wow.
I feel like unfortunately there is no redeeming quality on any front. Like if you're doing
That's a good
it,
point.
if you're doing it in real life, it's
Nope.
bad, and if you're
Yep.
doing it,
If you're writing it,
what's that? No, what's that word when you're like, I'm not actually doing it, I'm using it, like to smear someone,
like a figure of speech.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't figure out what things
Yeah,
are
that's
called
fine.
today.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing it in real life, it's a figure of speech. It's still awful,
Yeah.
and I hate it.
Yeah.
And it only brings up bad images in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Poopy, poop, poopy, poop,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm.
poop, poop, poopy, poop, poopy, poop.
Which I
poop,
feel like
poopy.
that's a story worth sharing with the family because I still think it's hilarious.
What is?
When we went to trivia last week, and
Oh
you,
my gosh, you guys, we did. We went to trivia, and I named our team
I-
poo poo pee pee poop pee poo.
it was
You
it was
didn't.
the
Something like that?
pee pee poo poops.
Oh,
is what
pee pee
you
poo
landed
poops.
on.
It was the pee pee poo.
I don't want to
poops.
go to trivia
And-
anymore.
Yeah.
Here's why I think we won is
Okay.
because I named it the pee pee poo poops. The universe was like, someone will read that out loud from a microphone,
I'm
and we
just-
won third place. And she's like, and third place goes to the
Yeah.
the pee pee poo poops.
I'm just wondering what that MC did wrong to deserve that
Yeah.
karma.
She's really
Yeah.
nice, but we haven't won yet. That's
Yeah.
what she did wrong.
That's what
Remember
it is.
when I told her to give me the answers and she wouldn't?
Yeah, but
That's
that's
what she
that's
did.
fair. You know,
She brought it upon
She
herself.
does deserve that.
She did. So there
Oh
you
my
go.
goodness. I'm rating it a vomit sound too. Yeah, it's gross. It's just wrong. It's
Yeah.
awful. There's no redeeming
Yeah.
quality. You can't think of anything good. It's just not good.
Pee pee poo poop pee poop.
Oh, okay. Great. Cool. All right, Ina, are we pronounce surrounding?
There's more to this show?
Believe it or not, this is not our longest episode yet.
No,
I don't believe it.
I believe that.
Sorry, I brought candy. I can't
notes
help
around.
myself.
It's fair. Pronounce around.
Who's Candy? Where's she been this whole time?
Haha.
If she's named Candy,
What are you gonna say that
pee
you're?
pee poop.
Oh,
pee,
okay.
poopy.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can you not be friends with them?
Pronounce around. No, you can be friends with whoever you want, man. I don't care.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. You start.
I'll
You
just look
start.
at you
I
like this.
start.
You start.
I start. What's my word again?
Pee
Why can't I? No, stop it.
pee pee poop
Stop that.
pee poop.
That's not it.
Okay, fine.
You know what it is though.
What is it?
Glee.
I did forget, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said it.
You're welcome.
That's also just wrong. You added too many e's.
A lot of ease. A lot of ease on that
Is it
one.
my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, leak.
Did you forget something?
No, I said it. I did.
Are you sure?
I kind of didn't hear the G, but that's
I
got
definitely
caught
didn't hear
in-
the G.
What did you call this?
your
esoph-
glottal.
esophagus?
Your
Trachea?
Your glottal.
Glottis.
Your gleepa.
Or
your
glottis,
goose.
yeah.
Your goose hole.
Your goose glottal.
Get out of here, you goose hole.
Oh boy.
Who are you calling a goose hole? I love how we invent new insults all
Oh,
the time.
boy.
It's really great.
I wanted it to sound the way it sounds.
I said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
You'll be proven wrong. No.
Gleek?
That
God, no.
Okay, Cameron,
You-
we're
you just
sitting
made
way
someone,
too
like,
close to
heave.
you. We're sitting way too close for that
Oh,
type of
gosh.
behavior. Okay. That's wrong. In fact, 10 lashings.
You know what? You know what? You know. So when I was trying to come up with how I was pronouncing it, you added too many e's. So I was like, what other word or what other letter could I just add more?
It wasn't
Hopefully
even.
not the
It wasn't
Gs.
even the G. It was before the
It
G.
was like
You like added a silent letter before the G.
it was the N,
yeah.
NK, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the word no. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome,
That's
all.
it.
You're welcome.
Done.
Yep.
So
Criminal.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Criminal.
See, you get to go now.
Coin.
That's not great.
Yeah.
great.
Not tasteful.
Coin.
why?
I'm on.
Are you choking?
If you didn't physically see that,
I'm on fire today.
that's
I'm
another
just
thing
saying.
you're gonna have to go. "Ugh."
I'm just saying. I'm on fire.
You are gonna set you on fire to cleanse what you have done for your
yeah.
impurities.
Wait,
Lord,
wait till you get to my word.
no.
I would like to.
Can we just cue the outro? Wouldn't that be funny if
Okay.
it just did that though?
Mm-hmm.
And it like you had no choice. Sorry, I said it.
Sorry.
It's gone.
I'll probably start it right
Every
there
word.
and then just rewind.
fake 'em
yeah,
out,
uh-huh, yeah.
You're not gonna
All
do
right.
that, are you?
No,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
no, no. It's a good idea though.
It is good.
Good idea. One day when we get a producer.
Yeah, we'll make them do it.
Hey, Miriam, throw that in there.
Yep.
Miriam.
Anyway, coin.
I mean, that's not great either.
I felt like chewing it for some reason.
yeah.
Yeah, you didn't. You like brought it to planet Earth for the first time and it was awful.
Yeah.
It did not like it here.
Was not popular with the locals
And I mean in this economy.
in this economy.
All right, guys, you ready?
No,
Yep, that's right.
it's happening anyway.
But at what cost?
Coins. That's it. That's the cost.
How many nickels is this going to cost me?
Smear.
I got to be real.
Yeah.
That with the trickling sound coming from the washer, not pleasant.
Nope, it's
Because
not.
it's more of like a gargle.
I actually think my Gleek was better than my smear.
I think you overthought it.
But yeah, I think I did too. But yeah.
Do you ever wonder if you're the first person to ever use that exact combination of words?
I for sure
I think my
I,
Gleek was better than my smear.
I have to be the first person who have
I
ever
sure
said this.
hope so.
Things I've said by being on a nasty podcast.
I'm proud of it.
You know, this might just end up being the audio log of our descent into insanity.
It might be. It might
Guys, I want to go home.
be. Yeah. Jake,
Say the word.
you say it.
I say the word.
Yes!
You say it.
No one
Oh.
knows the order.
It's
No.
alphabetical, guys.
The first shall be last, and I've always said that.
Smear.
Oh.
You can't just change languages.
I didn't.
You tried.
I said it how it's spelled.
Smear.
Now who's changing
And I'm
languages?
changing languages.
Smear it. Trying to smear it around.
That would have been better.
Hey, guess what?
But
Every word is gross.
It's true.
All of them.
You're not
every
wrong.
one that I say.
All of them.
you're not wrong.
All of them.
All of them.
All, each and every one of them.
Every single one.
You guys want to get some bagels and schmear?
No.
Not really. I'm not a big bagel guy. Never been.
I like bagels, but not schmear on them.
I don't even. I'm gonna
I
be
am
so
Thoroughly
incredibly,
questioning our friendship
so
right now.
incredibly honest with you. I have no idea what schmear is. I think this might be the
It's
first
like
time I've
cream
heard of it.
cheese.
Yeah, no.
I think anytime it's
A
just
bagel and
just-
schmear is
it's just cream cheese.
I would either pick.
People just say cream
Yeah,
cheese.
but cream cheese? Ugh. What a horrible combination of words.
Does anyone
Rock
have
me,
cream
hard
on their
place,
list?
right?
Because they need to.
She took it like 2 episodes ago.
Was it 2 hours?
was creamy.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
because what might have been cream,
That's
but
right.
creamy is way
Creamy's
worse.
It's bad.
so
Because
much
remember,
worse.
if you describe your day,
Nope, we're not doing that.
you know how my day was. Creamy.
Super
You know what?
creamy,
Yeah.
living the dreamy.
No.
I've always said that.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Don't lie.
Sorry.
Yes, thank you.
Man upstairs is mad now.
He's
Yeah.
upset. That bowling ball is sentient all of a sudden.
You know what? I think I blame Sarah for my bad dryer because we had to use our dryer more than normal because theirs broke. And so I'm going to blame Sarah.
Isn't that your washing machine?
I sure hope not. I'd rather that be the dryer because that would be a better sound for a dryer to make than a washer.
I heard
That's-
water. That's the washing
That's the
machine.
washer, yeah.
Yeah, well, then that sucks.
Because the dryer's a more consistent
Honestly,
cycle.
You might want to stop it
Yeah, I probably should have at the
because
beginning,
if
but
something is moving it that much, it can make
it can
go
break
off
it
track.
and make it worse. Yeah. Well, I got to go fix my washer. Adulting.
Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word just sucks if you really let it. Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word is gross if you
Panties.
Ew, yeah.
Shenani panties.
That's pretty funny.
Terrible.
How can I not start there though?
How indeed can you not start at shenanigans?
Maybe. Should we? Do we do the other thing at the end then?
I don't know.
Maybe.
You can cut around it. You can make it work.
I believe in your splice
Yeah, I
ability.
can
Or I'll
see-
just say it again.
I can figure it out.
I'll throw it in
It won't
there.
be the same.
Oh man.
How could I not start there?
How can I not